else on TV unless it's the news. I got something to prove. Yeah, I'm young, but got something to lose. In the street, I didn't pay.
Forward, power forward, and still kind of do it all. But you might see some players gravitate toward like point guards, small point guards even, and then like big centers. And hopefully we have the whole gambit covered, and it's a much more balanced experience overall.
What are the gameplay differences between Gen 4 and Gen 5?
That's an interesting question because we wanted to do our best to try to keep parity between Gen 5 and Gen 4 as much as possible. So all the stuff that I mentioned before, like the dribble moves and combos, all that's going for both gens. But Gen 5 has...
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. They feel like they're a better team than their record shows, and in games like this one, it's an opportunity to prove it. They can step it up and make a game of it. We'll see.
Kevin, the start of a long road trip, my Fred, and they'd love to set the tone here early with a win.
And the Oakland starting five. Boss is out there with Big Cat. Then there's Smooth. Then there's the great one, and it's Little General in at the one.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Here's the great one. Pass to Smooth. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. Smooth's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Oakland. Well, we know the playoffs are right around the corner. Greg, do you think any of these teams change their approach for playoff contenders?
Kev, you know, goal number one is health. On the outside of that, you're looking at seeding. You're trying to fine-tune, but you want to just get it dialed in and get ready for what's about to be a marathon run, you hope, in the postseason.
Find that fine-tuning. Roby with the rebound. On offense, here are the Thunder, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. I caught up with Oakland's head coach. He wants his guys to be disruptive at both ends. Just one problem. Coach said Al Horford does a great job of settling down his teammates, protecting the ball, and making shrewd decisions. When he's on the floor, it's harder to force them into mistakes. Kevin?
Thank you, David. First one falls for him. He doesn't get the second one. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's the great one. Pass to Smooth. Here's the three. That one misses. And the Thunder going the other way now. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Horford, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call, Oakland the foul.
And how about the poise there by Horford? Lets the defender make the mistake, and now he's headed to the line.
The first one falls.
And being a second-generation NBA talent, Horford knows how to stay successful in this league. You see how he's evolved his game to keep up with the times.
Oakland making a switch here. The greats checked in for Big Cat. Dub comes in for Smooth. DJ is checked in for the great one. And Thunder subbed in for Little General. So Horford gets 2. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Here's the great. 11 seconds left to play in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Oakland shooting their first free throw tonight.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Here's Baisley. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Here's Thunder. They've got Favors. And it's Claxton in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Here's Tubb. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Dort passes to Baisley. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. Favors trying to break free. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Thunder. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Boss, no good. Here's Baisley. Down low. Goes back up. It's rebounded by Boss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. That's tipped, and he gets it back. The Great from 13 feet. It goes down. The Great's got his second basket of the game.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains.
Here's the Great. The tray. No good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Oklahoma City out in front, up 3. And we'll be back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
The rebounding margin says a lot about this game. They've been the better team in that department so far, no doubt. Now, I love the aggressive attitude that they came out with tonight, Ernie, and that's the difference. and they're not going to get outworked.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they need to turn the heat up on D. Too often we saw them back on the hill, not dictating the pace. They allowed a shooting percentage in the high 50s. Remind me of my free throw percentage, the high 50s. Come on, guys.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so in the game for Oakland, they've got Boss. Great one out there with Little General. And it's Big Cat, and it's Smooth in at the 3 slot. For the tie, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Williams leading the charge. You know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
As the league continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Boss passes to the great one. Lock at 6. Here's Little General over Horford. Oakland again can't hit. And another fast break chance here for the Thunder. Here we go. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call. Oakland the foul. The Thunder have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Insanity, he's checked in for Smooth. And he makes both free throws. Timeout is called. First of the game for Oakland.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Seconds now into the second half. Here's Little General. He's guarded by Williams.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Bradley passes to Baisley. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Bradley finds Williams. They grab their own miss.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Here's the great one. Jacks up a three. No good. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Thunder lead by 10. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The Thunder leading by 10. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Bradley. Then there's Favors. And it's Baisley in at the three. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
So it's Oakland now. The Thunder making the shot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Ball stolen. Ball's knocked loose. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Williams gets the bucket. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Insanity. Here's Dub. His three-pointers off the mark.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year, actually their fifth win on the year. So it's Oakland now, after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The pass to Big Cat. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Little General. From the wing, Oakland again can't hit. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.